Hello everybody and welcome to Horizon Phoenix. It is season number 9, finally. And, well, we're here, USA, pre-season. I'm excited, you lot are excited, and things are about to get underway. So, let me just go through, if people didn't see people haven't seen the teams, so let me just quickly go run through them. So in Mercedes we have Dougie and Swanee. Dougie and Swanee, yes. Then in Red Bull, Keto and Saro. McLaren, Mubarak and Sanka. Aston Martin is Milos and Button. In Alfa Romeo we have Red Dragon and Gelato. Sounds like sprinkles. Then Alpha Tauri we have Large Dan and Giorgio. Then Ferrari is Benja and Maestro. Alpine, Mitchell and Shadowlancer. Haas, we have Taze, Ice and Jock McBaird, who's not here today. And then Williams, we have Bazooka Joe and Colin, who's been replaced by Acer as he's unavailable for tonight's race. So we're about to start things off here. Taze Ice will probably be in the wrong car. Doesn't surprise me, I'll be honest. But we are excited, we are ready. And we've actually got an official stream. Boys, we are living good tonight. And things are going well. So, give me just a moment. And I will chuck this link. Copy text. Chuck this link onto our Twitter, and then we'll be ready and raring to go. Saro, I know you're in the chat, my friend, so can you hear me? Is my volume well? Because obviously I have no clue. Not as good as P8. So yep, just chucking this on our Twitter. We are live for season 9. Let's go. Let's just open today's race is an exciting one that everyone can, get behind, enjoy, and watch for the funs of it. I'm actually just praying it's not raining again. The last 2 times I've done this, it's been raining. I've not enjoyed it, and it's been sad. It has been the big sad. And who will be the first driver out onto the grid today? It looks like it will be it's Mitchell out in the Alpine. Alpine? Alpade. I was just getting the YouTube stream up so that I can, look at the comment section, interact with you lot, and make sure that today is as interesting as it can be. Saro, you're perfect. No, you're breathtaking. So Button's back and Gelato both choosing the mediums to start off with here today. I was actually in a chat with Mitchell a little bit earlier, and him and I both agreed that the mediums may or may not have been a decent shout. I won't spoil too much, but let's just say I'm hoping he can put on some good form and really go for it today. He wasn't here the whole of last season, and the standings will show you that quite easily, but I think he's looking now for a much better result. I would put him as one of the title contenders for the moment, but others may disagree with me. There are people who are here today that, weren't here last season. We have Ilati Milos. for example. Again, do quote me if I'm saying your name wrong, I apologise. There's Gelato as well. Both of these guys not here last season. Benja as well. I'm interested to see how well he'll do. And there's other people too who didn't have the greatest seasons. Giorgio, for example, had a few problems towards the end of the season, but was really good on pace. You know, there are people like Mo Barrack who had a really good season, who could have a bad one now, and it's a different calendar, it's longer. And with our point system, it's really going to be hard to tell who's at the top of their game. I also think the constructors will be a lot different as well. I mean, as you can probably tell, every team has changed, but Colin and Swanee not in the same team now. Colin, in fact, in the Williams, with one of his closest rivals, Bazooka Joe, that's going to be a very, very strong team. However, at the same time, Swanee and Dougie, again, another person who wasn't there the whole season, both of them really could put a fight for this title. On the other hand, though, Red Dragon and Benja do look like a strong team too. And ooh, there goes Mitchell into the barrier. And in fact, I think that could be his quali over for now. Who else is on a lap? Large Dan is. I wonder who's actually set their first flying lap. I believe it will be the Alfa Romeo about to cross the line. And no, it was not. I was wrong. It's the McLaren of Mo Barrack. I will just rush down to go have a look. In fact, it might be the McLaren of Sanka here. As Sanka puts in a 134.4. His teammate, though, about to lose to him 135.6. Benj of 133 dead on. Giorgio of 133.3. Putting himself in a good fight here. Button's at 136.2. Not the greatest of laps, but he is on the mediums, so could be looking to change some things. That's Large Dan stone off Shadow Lancer. Coming in for 136.2 as well. As Large Dan into the pits. As Scuffy Nuffy, welcome to the chat, my dude. It is not Wednesday. IOLT Milos, currently invalidated. Racing Maestro, enjoying life off track. So far, most people doing well. Red Dragon just starting his new lap here. Coming through the S section. Obviously based on Magnus and Beckett's, and gets a purple first sector, which is good for the Alpha driver. Red Dragon didn't really have a great to last seasons. Kind of turned up for the last couple of races. Didn't have the best time in the rain. Now hopefully this season with a much improved calendar, in my opinion at least, and a lot more possibilities of having dry races, he should be up there, is my theory. Obviously, not everyone can be up there. With our point system this season, well, this being the same as last season's, I think it all depends if you're in those top 2 or 3 places. As first place gets 10 more points than fourth. Like in real F1 between first and third, but this time second and third also do have their own, they have their own merits to get in those positions, as their Shadow Lancer off track. But you get first, you get 25 points plus fastest lap possibly. You come second, you get 20 points. Things really do heat up the higher up that table you get. And if you're mid-pack, you're 6th downwards, you're getting 1 less point than the person in front of you, so every point is crucial. As Keto comes in 132.1, really pushing in those laps has Keto, and I am very interested to see if he can keep that up. Button 134.7, improving his lap time. Mo not looking so hot down in 7th though, losing to his teammate Sankey dead. To me, that is a sign of a champion currently fading. Could we be seeing a new champion already emerging as Gelato 132.7 on those medium tyres? And that is interesting. That is spicy. Nice. I'm 4 tenths off Keto on those slower tyres. That, like I said, that is very spicy. I'm very intrigued as to see how he'll do. Saro up into third as well, 133.1. A whole second though behind Keto. Keto doing his bit so far. There's still quite a few drivers who yet to set a lap, and many of them will be wanting to get a good one. Asa did set a 136.8 as well, I did notice that. And is that someone going backwards into the pits? That better not have been Red Dragon there. Seriously, man. Sorry, if you're in the chat, I would like you to write that down, my friend, please. Seriously, you can't be doing that. As Stukajo is going to come through, taking the last turn rather well, if I do say so myself. And it's going to be a 133.0, just behind Saro, but only just in front of Benja. That is rather interesting, as the Mercedes of Taze Ice puts himself into 7th for 133.5. His teammate obviously not, well, his teammate at the moment being Dougie, his teammate in fact is dropped the bed. Taze Ice just in the wrong car. So yellow flag in sector 1, I'm not sure what was going on there. But Dougie coming through, will he slot himself into that top 10? Mo Barrett currently is the man in 10th. Excuse me. And in fact, Dougie does. Oh, I'm just getting over this cold, sorry. But Dougie, 133.0. In fact, 4 drivers now, all within the 133.0 time. You know, get rid of the top 2. That would be the brilliant fight. That's the fight. That's the fight I want to see. As Milos spins. Must be using Sebastian Vettel's driver. As the large Dan just slowing down a bit. I think he might have run out of fuel. Nope, he's just going slow because he can. Currently both McLarens though, outside the top 10. Sanka choosing to start on the medium. At the moment, choosing to have another go on the mediums. Don't know why. I wouldn't have called that a good plan, but it's a plan nonetheless. I'm just about to come and look at Mitchell's sector times. Seems we get a flags here as well. And that would be Dougie moving out of the way, and Red Dragon. So looking at Mitchell's times, currently slower on his lap here. This may just be an in-lap, I have a feeling. Oh nope, he was going for it. So Mitchell going to post his time, and it's going to be a 133.2. And it is an improvement up to P7. Giorgio down to P8. Sanka also down on his time. Milo started a new lap as well. So has Large Dan, and Maestro currently invalid. Now most of the front runners at the moment in the pits, all mainly with 133s, but Keto really running the show here. As you can see, the gap to leader, about 5 tenths between Gelato and Keto. Keto 132.1. In fact, the rest of the grid, well, most of them over a second behind. Keto really shaping up, looking to get that title for himself. A teammate like Saro, mean, I think they'll do it at the moment. If this was round 1, they would be leading the constructors. As Large Dan puts himself into P11. Maestro also just starting a lap. Milos is a 1:32 dead on. After the spins, he's come through to take the wins. By 1/10 over Kiso. Things are shaping up here. And in a very good way, I must say. Okay, Milos. It's only pre-season, but you're not allowed to do that. Don't cut corners to finish your lap. That's against the rules. I told you to read them. Giorgio also says on 132.6. Where the hell did that come from? Who else is currently on a lap? Large Dan is... Ace is on an out lap. Maestro is just on a lap. Maestro's on a Maestro. So I might remind the new drivers that the top 15 do get points. They would have seen that in our rulebook. So it is worth keeping around just to get some, some good old points, because you'll need them. As Mubarak still in 14th, Maestro putting himself into 15th. Then Button, Shadow and Asa round off the rest of the grid. Button on an outlap though, surprised he's so far down. Sank just moving out the way, Mubarak coming out of the pits as well. Large Dan. There's a pit wall there, mate. Be wary of it. Taze Ice also on a lap, let's have a look. Oh no, it's invalidated. Never mind. Never mind. Move to Asa. Oh, he's just starting his lap. Maestro invalid. Most drivers are currently on outlaps. Asa trying to be at 1:36.8. I believe someone may have either just joined or has just set a new lap. But Bazooka Joe starting his new outlap. Oh, his next lap, sorry. 2:52 left on the clock. Don't know how accurate that is, as Asa not looking super hot here. I'll be honest. Maestro goes back into the pits, obviously he'll have some time to get back out later. As Button's back, starting his flyer with Sankard in tow. And we're going to switch over to Bazooka Joe real quick. See how he's... Oh, it's invalid. Taze Ice also invalid, which means Mubarak starting his lap. Yeah, which means I'm going to switch back to Mr. Button's back and Asa quickly, as they do a late dive into the pits. Oh, Button invalidated as he passes another driver. So I'll move over and watch Sanka now on his flyer. .135 left on the clock. Bazooka Joe back into the pits. He's confirming his time being a 1:33.054. However, some drivers still do want to improve on that and beat it. See everyone on their outlaps looking to do the best they can. Mubarak choosing the medium tyres though, which I think is very interesting indeed. However, watching Sanka here, will he beat his 1:34.4? There's a yellow flag in sector 2. Sanka comes on the final corner. It's a good exit, and it's going to be a 1:33.6 as he puts himself in P11, just behind Taze Ice. who is also on a lap. Mitchell, on the other hand, here, it's going to be a 132.8 as he's now in P5. In fact, Giorgio on an invalid lap, so we're going to move to Quito. Whilst we see other drivers going to set some new fastest laps, or improved laps, should I say. Mubarak not really improving, 134.5. In fact, it could have been invalid. There's an Aston Martin also possibly going slow there, setting up for his flyer lap, and that will be Milos. But Red Dragon, Racing Maestro and Acer all having their times confirmed. Bazooka Joe joining that club too. Kiso just set a purple sector 2, my apologies, 2, not 1. And it's going to be a Mercedes about to cross the line, which will be Taze, Ice or Dougie, one of the two. And in fact it was Taze Ice, not improving at the moment in P10 still, but will someone beat that? In fact, Shadow Lancer does and gets P10 for 133.2. Quito for 131.8, and that is pole at the moment. Benja with 132.3, he puts himself in P3. Georgie is here. In fact, he is currently down in P4. As a Gelato, 131.4. What a lap. 4 attempts quicker than Quito's. This is getting spicy and I'm liking it. But Mitchell, Dougie and Buttons all confirming their times. Buttons knocking out a few people from that top 10. Shadow Lancer now down to 11th, Large down in 12th. Milos and Sara are the only ones left to set a lap. As Milos 131, I believe that was 0.7. And I don't know what Sara's time was. We'll see in just a second. But Gelato on pole by 2 tenths. Milos in second, 2 tenths down. Behind him being Quito, 4 tenths down. Then Benja, 9 tenths with Saro in 5th. Giorgio a second with in 6th. Then Mitchell, Dougie, Button and Bazooka Joe. Following them are Shadow Lancer, Large Dan, Tazai, Sankey Dead, Red Dragon, Mo Barrack. Surprise, surprise, he's down in P16. Then Racing Maestro P17 and Acer down in 18th. Wow. Very big surprise to see Mo Barrack and Red Dragon down in the bottom half, especially that low down. Bazooka Joe in P10, also a massive shock. And you know, people who are fighting for wins like Mitchell in P8, wow. I am intrigued, and this is going to be a good season. I can tell that now. Drivers have to step up their game, and it's going to have to be a big step up. Yeah, 5 minutes of practice here and there. Yeah, that's not going to cut it. You know, you're going to have to really ramp up how good you are this season. As I'm telling you, the competition's getting harder. But not all drivers are up to that task. So everyone choosing the softs in the top 10, obviously, if they have to. Shadow Lancer on the mediums. Large Dan, Tazai both choosing softs. That's interesting. You know, they want to keep on the same strat as the front runners. Shadow Lancer being a bit different, which is good. I respect that. That's a perfect choice to go for. Sanka and Red Dragon on the mediums. I think Red Dragon going on them might be a bit of a miss. I don't think that was a good tool for him. Mubarak on the hards, that makes sense. Doing the one stop, obviously. Racing Maestro on the softs. Yeah, he needs the pace, it's fair. And Acer going mediums. Again, he'll just go long until he crashes, so You know, that's expected. But seriously, Ace, like, hurry up. I don't care if you're warming your tyres up, hurry up. I think what's going to be important is if Gelato here can get a good start. Obviously, he'll want to block off his line and he'll want to do it quickly. There's a rapid Aston Martin behind him and he's going to want to avoid that at all costs. And behind him is Keto, which is another scary thought. And according to our predicted pit stops, you're going to be pitting about lap 8 for your first set of softs. But I doubt that, so, you know. Sorrow, I know Ace's arm has a spin. My man should have stayed in Haas. But that's not how randomizers go. And hurry the hell up, Acer, jeez. I don't have all evening. Anyway, let me just disable that. I don't know what's happening, but I think we're waiting for someone. Here we go. 5 red lights for round 0 pre-season, and away we go. Oh, and Shadow Lance is down positions already. I don't know what happened. I was kind of stuck on him at that point. But we go 4 wide, and there's been a complete miss there. There's a few drivers just been collected into turn 1. That's to be reported to the stewards by the end of the race. It's been a brilliant start from Bazooka Joe. Sanka and Mubarak also up a few positions as well. And there goes Racing Maestro as well. And it's a safety car, is there not? No, it's not. It's just yellow flags. And we're moving back up the field. Keto down positions. Giorgio and Benja both up positions as well. That Red Bull not looking as powerful as it did in real life. As you can see, Mubarak just trying to keep it onto his teammate here. Currently not in that fight, and the first person to be a second away from this whole pack. But Giorgio under pressure from Keto, and under a lot of it. And there's yellow flags where there should not be yellow flags, which is great. If only we had replays on this so I could see actually what happened there. I was too focused of this front fight. But already Gelato 7/10 clear of Milos. He's trying to get away before that DRS kicks in. As he sets the fastest lap, obviously, because he's the leader. That's kind of how it happens. And Keto, will he look for a move here on Giorgio? No, he won't. Milos now behind a second on Gelato, who's been able to get away cleanly. Mitchell and Large Dan fighting for position as well, coming into turn 2. Large Dan having to pull out. Button, will he go around the outside here? Or will he stick behind Large Dan? And in fact, he does go around the outside of Dan. And he's now up into the top positions as Keto goes side by side with his rival Giorgio here. Giorgio, they're going to come back on the Red Bull. We're getting off camera angles as the two of them go side by side down the long back straight. Obviously no DRS available. It's all about who can get the position. As there we go, Keto looking like he had it, and in fact it does look like he will keep it here. Keto now up into P4, and what a move from these two fighting side by side so brilliantly. Giorgio, could he look for a move somewhere else? In fact he doesn't. as Keita now looks to get back in on Benja. As Asa, I believe, has lagged out here. It will be my job to get him an invite back in, so let me just do that quickly. Asa. As Gelati does set the fastest lap of the race, as expected. DRS enabled as well. And it's lap 3 already, I can't believe it. Mitchell only 4 tenths behind Mo Barrett here, and his teammate Sanka. Mo Barrett needing to get past his teammate as quickly as possible. As there we have Asa rejoining. Yay, Asa. So yellow in sector 3 is Shadow Lancer. Spinning on the second to last turn. Or letting Large down through, one or the other. And we have a massive DRS train up the front here, but Sanka going really slowly. Mo Barrick and Mitchell right there. Sanka could be about to lose multiple positions here. And in fact, even Buttons on him as well. This could be dangerous. It's not going to be 3 wide. In fact, Mo Barrick's going to get the move done first. And behind him will be Mitchell, hopefully. Ooh, Sanka giving the squeeze. The McLarens working together well, just like they did in real life against Carlos Sainz. And Mitchell being Sainz, except in the Alpine. And this is a beautiful freeway fight. Sanka fighting Mitchell for his life, helping his teammate out here. Now look at this from Button's perspective. Button also going to take it in, Sanka losing the rear end. Mitchell being forced out wide. And in fact, Button's got both of those positions. Mitchell has been left dumbfounded. Saro here as well. Now going for the move. And he's going to get both of them. Oh, Sanka turns in on Saro. Sanka out of the race. And Sanka completely out. Wow. Sanka was giving such a good fight there to Mitch. Honestly, he shouldn't be out that way. Like there was no intent from Saro there. I don't think it was Saro's fault, but wow. As Keto once again behind Giorgio. He's still been fighting back and forth. And hello Swanee. Lovely to see you in the chat, and unfortunately you can't be here today. Now Ace of rejoining. Button, Mitch and Mo going at it as well. Seems to be a yellow flag up here for some reason. Don't know what for though. There's Dougie and Saro fighting each other. Dougie just getting that move done rather easily, I must say. But Saro coming back on Dougie as Dougie goes into the pits. Ooh, Swanee's bringing it next time, alright. As there goes Button on Mo Barrick. I don't know if you saw that, my apologies. Just a bit too busy reading chat. But now it's going to be a three-way fight up through the S's. Mo Barrick really being put under pressure here, and I love to see that. And obviously he is on the hard tyres, so him even fighting back is a surprise. It's a massive surprise. And there we go. There's our first glitch of the day. Well, second, maybe even third. Honestly, at this point, I don't even know. Anyway, Giorgio and Keto. There goes Keto. Bye-bye, Giorgio. Further back, Red Dragon's retired. And, well, Mo Barrick's just been completely done here. And in fact, Button maybe as well. Mitchell looking to get the both of them. So a little bit of contact. There's Shadow Lancer also retires here. Don't know what's going on with those three, but something has. I have to find out later this evening. But Mitchell still looking on Button here. Button will defend to the inside. Mitchell going around the outside. He's done to cut back. I don't think the cut back strong enough here, and Button will get the better line. And then look at that, everyone's back to normal. But Mitchell just unable to get past Button here. Button putting up a good defensive job so far. Yeah, moving a bit forward. Benja is on Milos here. Milos, I don't know. I'm not very good with names, I apologise. And oh, there goes Giorgio on Keto. Giorgio, in fact, in Keto's old car, and Keto in Giorgio's old car. Which is rather funny, I might add. The Button now is behind Mitchell. Why did it say Large Dan is behind? I don't actually know. It doesn't even say where Taze Ice is at the moment on the grid. I'm pretty sure he is not P17. Oh wait, no, there we go. Things are back to normal now, as everyone's overtaking everyone in through the pits, and we have someone messing up the S section. Fun times. Believe that may be Maestro. But Benja coming close to Milos again. Milos going to have a better exit. Benja going to open up his wing, use that DRS and, well, what little ERS he has, 1%. He's not going to get the move here. Kisa, on the other hand, does get back past Giorgio. Mubarak and Mitchell also fighting, with Dougie about 2 seconds behind. 2 seconds behind, sorry. There's a yellow in Sector 2 for no particular reason, because the game likes doing that. And we'll just check the gaps for leader. Apparently Large Dan down 2 laps, but he is on the same lap as Saro, which is a bit weird. As Keto choosing to pit onto those medium tyres. Mubarak's going to come through. Keto's going to end up just about, well, in front. He's going to end up in front of Button. But will he end up in front of Bazooka Joe? Bazooka Joe already just put on these tyres, and that undercut works like a charm. There's Keto and Button out at the same time. Bazooka Joe gaining so much. Keto probably should have hit a lap earlier. As Mitchell did get past Mubarak, but he's given the position back. And he'll probably have another go down the back straight. Benja again trying it, but not anywhere near. Says unable to make the move. Meanwhile, Mitchell himself, don't think he's close enough to get the move done, but he's going to get past. Will he keep it? Oh, in fact he does. Mubarak with a bad braking zone there, and Dougie's been able to gain up a lot just from that. I wonder which of the leaders will come into the pits first. Oh, finally, Large Dan back on the actual lap. Oh, he's left the session, so he's lagged out. Great. Just let me invite him back. If the game will let me. Ah, okay, Dan. That's fine, I'm just inviting you back, so don't worry. Same with Asa, I'll just quickly invite him back. Oh wait, no, he is here. Okay. Yeah, so far, none of the other leaders have pit. This button does get past Mitchell whilst I'm inviting people. Dougie into the pits as well. As he's going to come out just in front of Asa, I believe that would be. Yes, indeed it is. Meanwhile, Giorgio in no man's land, as Benja did in fact pit, and is now in front of Taze Ice, but Keto has gained on him. Like, Benja may have chosen the softs now, but Keto's gained on him, and that's good. That is very good, as Taze Ice not giving much of a challenge here to Benja. I know T-ballers can't be said between teams, but wow. He really did not put up much of a fight there at all. The top three still not pitting. Mo Barrack obviously going to stay out. Benja only 1.2 behind him though, which could be interesting. Taze Ice obviously will stay out because he had fresh tyres. Not anyone in a battle, and Benja has just caught up to Mo. And Large Dan has just taken his car back. Air flag in sector 3. Probably just Saro. Saro, who was at the front, is now somehow down in P14. Like, what's going on here? Oh, Mo Barrack. Benja may not be happy with that one. But I think Benja's going to get Mo here on the DRS. As Mo takes the corner well, but Benja is just such better exit. And there you can see DRS flap open, Benja gone. Nice straight into the pits as well. And apparently somehow Dan is 2 laps down, even though he shouldn't be. So what is this? As Mo Barrack looks to be struggling here with his tyres. Taze Ice also about to get caught by Keto. But Milos and Giorgio into the pits. Taze Ice holding out so he can also pit. Benja with the fastest lap of the race. And Benja will take P2. Milos out to P4. P5 for Milos, as he's just going to squeeze in front of Bazooka Joe here, and Tito gains the position with quite some distance as well, and Mo Barrack up to P3 too, and now in the fight for the lead. I think Benja though, best idea here, going for those softs. Even though he will have to stop again, there is no doubt on that one. Taze Ice currently being I don't say scouted down, but you can't exactly be scouted in an F1 game, but, you know, being chased down by Dougie here. Now looking a bit further forward, Mitch on the hunt for a fake Button. Well, the fake Jensen Button. As Milos with a 3-second time penalty. In fact, I have to have a look at them nearer to the end of the race. As Mitchell's just going to be within DRS range. It will activate. As you can see, his rear wing will flop up here. Taze ice for a 3-second penalty as well. And Mitchell closer to Button now. Really preparing to make a charge once again. As Milos has finally caught Keto and Mo. Keto. Yep. I can do English. Obviously, Keto will have DRS and the better slipstream. Milos will just about get DRS. Won't get any slipstream though, as we can see. Mo now taking P4 as Keto moves up to P3. Wonder if how long Mo will hold Milos up here. As Mitchell gets a move past Button's back, down the back straight. Button will probably be able to come back on him in just a bit. As Gelato pits. Benja clearly will be getting that move done. As Gelato out of the pit lane. Benja here. Benja not actually close enough to get it done completely. He'll have to do it with DRS. Oh, that is interesting. Ooh, that is interesting indeed. Benja here is going to have to make this move with DRS. And considering Gelato went so long, he's going with the one stop. He is one stopping this bitch. That is a soft to medium one stop. Like, he has run the numbers and he is doing that. The only other driver even close to doing a one stop is Mo. And look at this, Benja already just losing so much time. Meanwhile, Milos has gained back to Keto. Button 4 tenths behind Mitch. Closing in slowly. Bazooka Joe is actually 8 tenths behind Mo Barrett here as Benja gets a 3-second time penalty. That's Benja over a second already. This is scary. I'm expecting Mo to go out for until about lap 15, maybe lap 16. Or he's going to go to lap 20, put on the softs. Maybe even 19 if he's lucky, as there has been a slower car. I believe that is just Maestro getting out the way. As Milos super close now to the Red Bull of Keto. Ace with a 3-second penalty. Giorgio did put on the hards. That I find rather interesting. Keto defends to the inside, and it's not going to be much of a defence, as Milos just gets past with relative ease on the Italian. Now Button has closed in a lot to Mitchell and keeps closing. The gap now 0.5 of a second. Same with Bazooka Joe and Mo. And these gaps are only getting smaller as well. As Gelato over fastest lap 1:35.4. Oh, Button almost losing it a little bit there. That's will Bazooka Joe be able to make a move on Mo here? Nope, he sticks back. Meanwhile, Button not close enough to Mitchell to make a move. But he would appreciate that DRS boost. This gets him even further away from Taze Ice. However, we will view Mubarak and Bazooka Joe here. The German in the Williams currently closing down the Swiss man. The Swiss cheese man. Yes. He is the cheese man. He is no longer Mubarak Obama. He has evolved into Swiss cheese. And clearly Swiss cheese does not drive as good as an ex-US president. Because the Germans just overtaken him. It's like, he evolved, but then he pressed fuck, go back. Meanwhile, I think this will be the battle of the season. Button and Mitchell. I think these two are just going to be neck and neck the whole of this season as Gelato sets the fastest lap of the race. Once again. Whilst these two, side by side into the triple right-hander. It will be Mitchell out on top. Coming... Oh, actually, will it? Button's right there, but Mitchell will come out on top into the final corner. Button will appreciate the DRS boost. But not much more will come from it. Also very surprised Saro 38 seconds behind. I don't know what happened to him. But Dougie's into the pits once again. Also very surprised we've not had a safety car yet. Like, what is this? F1 2021? Or F1 with no safety car? Now, Mitchell going very slowly into that corner. Button had to brake a lot. And yeah, he may have closed the gap, but now Button's really got to rev it up just to get back to Mitchell. And at the moment, he's not able to do that. 12 laps left for this race. Our leader does not need to pit, from what I'm seeing. However, second place Benja will need to pit. That's quite obvious. In fact, he's losing so much time here. Then Milos in third probably will be able to stay out, but Keto and Bazooka Joe will probably be coming back in for some softs relatively soon. So will Bazooka Joe be. Sorry, not Bazooka Joe. So will Mubarak be. Giorgio as well. Actually, Giorgio can stay out. Giorgio's fine. He's doing the one stop, but the whack version of it. He's doing the beta one stop. Have a look further back up. Keto still sticking with Milos here, which is great for him, as he's been pushed away from Bazooka Joe. Well, pulled away more or less. Meanwhile, Bazooka Joe having Mubarak back on his arse again. That's something I'd be scared of. Apart from the fact that Mubarak currently not doing so great, especially not on these old worn tyres. Nothing new in the comments at the moment. Thought I saw something, but Keto back into that, well, back into about 6/10. As Gelato, fastest lap once again, just pumping these out really well. As Benja into the pits now for the second time in this race. Milos into second. Keto second. Third, sorry. Bazooka Joe also pitting at the same time. Benja onto mediums. Bazooka Joe, I'll have a look when he gets out. eventually. But Giorgio does beat Benja out. That's rather interesting in itself. Bazooka Joe choosing mediums too. Mitchell choosing mediums. Okay, so these softs clearly don't last 10 laps. There's a racing maestro currently racing someone. Clearly himself, to see how quickly he can spinala. Oh, that was hilarious. As look, Kiso just getting some DRS boost off of Large Dan. Meanwhile, Benja trying his best now to close back up on to the front runners. As he's really closed in on Giorgio here. Bazooka Joe just overtaking Taze Ice as well. He has the DRS, Taze Ice gone. Oh, and Kito's now behind us, over a second behind at the point of me saying it. So Milos was about to get lucky, but he didn't. We were up all night to get lucky. As into the pits goes Mo. Maestro retiring from the race, and there's a virtual safety car. Mo being the luckiest motherfucker in the world. He gets that pit stop whilst there's a virtual safety car on. Button gets it as well. Bazooka Joe... Oh, it's a full safety car. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. These guys get their early pit stops. With Maestro crashing, that's 3 pits for these guys. Everyone gets a pit stop. The guys who have chosen mediums, they're screwed, as there are 3 soft runners here. You can just get those softs for free. And yeah, Large Dan has a chance to catch up, which is great for him, as he deserves to on that lead lap, and it's unfair that he's not. As into the pits goes the man, the mythical legend, Gelato. Milos staying out. Oh no, boxing. Kiso also boxing. Giorgio choosing to go in as well. Benja joining him, even though he's just got on those fresh tyres. Oh. Button clearly down on his delta, hence why he's going so slow. As Asa has also chosen to retire. Oh no, he just did retire. He yeah, didn't make it. RIP. As Mubarak cheekily getting that P4. Watch Mo somehow win this, like he'll get this. He'll actually win this through sheer BS. Like, watch him. Don't say anything, just watch. It will happen. Saro being the last guy yet to pit is just depressing. Poor Saro. Like, Saro, what happened to you, man? Look how they massacred my boy Saro. There are enough Large Dan's allowed to overtake here. I mean, in real life he would be able to, but I don't think he'll be able to now. As we can see, the safety car currently at the end of sector 3. It will definitely be going till next lap. But any further, and I'm unsure. That is the very interesting question that I want to ask. If it goes an extra, the more laps it goes, the better this is for soft runners. The less laps it goes, the better it is for Mo. Also, just Button's luck to join the safety car at the worst possible point, being at the top of that hill. Dan, I agree, you were scammed. That is very unfair. Because you weren't 2 laps down. Like, you were a lap down to the leader, but that was about it. You weren't 2 laps down, that's unfair. Right, most people are back up with the safety car. The only 2 people who aren't are Douglas and Sorrow. As Dan does let Mitchell through, which is I respect that gesture. Yeah, Doug and Sorrow still not back with the safety car. We'll know if it's in by the next turn, I believe. We'll know just as we go under this Rolex sign, if the safety car's in. And in fact, I believe it is not. So, safety car out another lap. The leaders get another lap to warm their tyres up. But this will be the last lap under safety car for now. Oh, Button overtaking Taze Ice. Dan gets into the pit, but Taze Ice gets position back. I don't know what happened there. I don't want to know. But as it stands, Gelato is first, Milos second, Kiso third, Mo fourth, Giorgio fifth, Benja sixth, Bazooka Joe seventh, Taze Ice eighth, Button in ninth, Mitchell 10th, Dougie 11th, Sorrow 12th, and Large Dan unfairly 3 laps down, now 3 by the way, 13th. It's unfair. Very unfair. Poor Dan. Can I have a rip Dan in the chat please? Alright guys, just hashtag a rip Dan. Way, hashtag rip down, let's go. Get it trending on Twitter. Or some crap like that. But whilst you're here guys, like, comment, and subscribe, please. To be fair Dan, it did say you were 3 laps down basically from the start. It's a bit mad. Anyway. Safety car in this lap. Gelato holding the field up. At the moment, going at a fair speed, I can't penalise him for this, and I wouldn't do it anyway. Well, most likely. But it's his choice when to go. And I think he's about to go now. And there we go. So he leads us off, followed by Milos. Then I keep getting bad camera angles, which I don't want. Going up to the start. But top of the hill, turn 1. As we get some contact in Button and Mitchell once again. These two fighting hard, and I love it. Benja a 3-second time penalty. Gelato already 8 tenths above the rest of the pack. Mubarak and Giorgio fighting it out as well. Everyone here did not get as good a start as Gelato, who timed it perfectly, and, well, there's not really much else to say. 1 second above already. He's really, really done himself great there. As there goes Giorgio, making the moves on Mubarak. Now up to P4 is Giorgio. Mubarak looking to come back, but there is no comeback. He's already scraped it all off. There's a large Dan doing himself some justice as well, making moves up the pack. Watch him get fast slap, that'd be hilarious. Meanwhile, Benja 5 tenths now, gap between him and Mubarak. Gelato 132.3 fast slap so far. No DRS yet, as we know, have to wait 3 laps after the safety car. And I don't want to see front wing shots, so please. As tall as they are, that's not the time. As Mo really has been caught here. Shows the wrong tyres, and it's clear as day. As Mitchell's gone. Mitchell into the barrier. Barry R has been met, and he's got no front wing. That's given us a virtual. Ooh. Virtual safety R for Mitchell. Just basically meant that Milos has been able to gain a little bit of time onto Gelato there. Keto trying his best to be cheeky with it as well and gain on Milos. Things could be very interesting the last 3 laps here. But Gelato gaining time now, quite a bit of it. Milos is losing out to Keto. Those marshals are taking blimmin' ages, I must say. But I think we're about to go racing, and there we go. Milos was just able to accelerate there. And so was Keto, so they've actually been able to gain quite a bit of time to Gelato, just based on where they were on track. But Mitchell choosing to go into the pits and retire. Fair enough. Anyway, Bazooka Joe trying to close in on Benjo, who's currently looking at the back of a McLaren. Rather saucily. Saucily, yes, that's the word. Of course it is. I know because I made it up. And, well, there's your Ferrari overtakes montage. So, another one. Another one. Keto on Milos, this is the main battle I really want to look at. Gelato at the moment gone. Completely gone. He's done himself a madness, and he's done it well. DRS obviously not available just yet. Oh no, actually it was. My apologies. It was available, I didn't see the notice. But it wasn't for that lap, it was for the next lap obviously. Bazooka Joe, 5/10 down at the moment on Mubarak, closing in. However, he's got Taze Ice, Button and Dougie all right behind him, looking for a taste of that P6. Hat, you thought I almost said penis. No. Oh god, there were people watching when I said that? Oops. Oops. Oh well. Official stream and I still make jokes like that. Oh no. DRS wide open. Button's back, taking that as an open invitation. As he now is up into P8. Taze Ice down to P9. However, will that be for long? Yes it will, because Taze Ice couldn't do the cutback. There was no cutback. RIP. Keto, still 3 tenths behind Milos. Oh, and what's happened to Benja? What has happened to Benja? He's in the gravel. How are you in the gravel? Yikes. Benja now down to P11. 10-second time penalty. He's going to continue. He's only going to the pits. I have a feeling that could be a retirement for Benja now. Which means that Giorgio will get P4, Benja retires, Mubarak up to P5, and everyone else moving up position as well. So you may just join now and think, damn, this race has been really dirty, but in fact these guys have all basically joined the pits and retired on their own. Like, so many of them could be in this fight right now, which is amazing. Like, Red Dragon and Shadow Lancer weren't doing as bad as Sorrow was at the time, as Dougie does overtake Ice. But, you know, these guys all been in fights all day today, and it's been brilliant to watch. And heck, even Starro's been able to make a move, which is brilliant. It's a very rare occurrence. Well, at least for today. As Bazooka Joe did get past Mo, now it's Button's turn to try and get past Mo, as he'll just go up the inside, in a corner I've never actually seen someone go for a move at. Fair play, it just didn't work. But it'll work on the back straight, so we're done. Oh, and Sorrow, here we go. Around the outside. In fact, I don't think Sorrow's doing it. He's not backing out. Oh, there goes Dougie into a wall. Oh, that was Button. Button into the wall, jeez. Button out of the race as well. Obviously just lost it into the barrier, and that's game over for him. A lot of people losing it on their tyres obviously didn't warm them up the best. I mean, it's the last lap of the race. I mean, I have to feel bad for him. As Sorrow makes the overtake on Dougie. Gelato, though, about to come through and win this pre-season race. May it be the first race for him to win? Or could it be one and then done? Will this man take another victory, Or will this be the first and only one he takes? But it's the first of possibly many. So Gelato wins, Keto second, Milos third, Giorgio not fourth, Bazooka Joe fourth, Giorgio fifth, Dougie sixth, Mo seventh, Sarah eighth, Taze Ice ninth. And I'm giving it to him, Large Dan in 10th. Has no doubt he was not a lap behind. That's a fact. So well done, Dan. You got P10, my friend. But if you want me to give you a driver of the day, as I will always do, it had to be one man and one man only. Gelato, from first to first. Didn't need the two-stop, still did it anyway because of the safety car. My man had a perfect race. And yeah, Keto was only 6 seconds behind. Keto had a brilliant race as well. Milos only really lost out because of the penalties. Bazooka Joe came from the back and did really well. Mo Barrack, I thought, could have got us a lot higher, just made that silly decision to go on to mediums instead of softs. And it's in fact been a brilliant race for many drivers. Unlucky for the DNFs, you should not have DNF'd. And Large Dan, as I said to you, my friend, you're getting that P10 as you deserve it. You were not a lap behind. But anyway, it's bye from me and bye from everyone else at Rise in Phoenix. We've really enjoyed having you here today, and we can't wait for the rest of the season 9. Unfortunately, there won't be a stream next week because I'm out. However, there will be one the week after for round number 2. So we may be missing Portimao, but trust me, we'll be back for Imola. Bye for now.